Yo, welcome back to another video. We are in the Summer Cup Great League, and let's have a little fun and try this kind of spice team. We got the double electric team with the Galvantula and Charjabug with the Shadow Poliwrath. Here, we're going to be met with the Giraffe Rig. We are going to be able to win the CAP tie here, so we're going to threaten some huge damage with our lunge, so we do get the first shield. Now, they are doing some good damage themselves with these confusions, so we're going to try to get to another move. Unfortunately, they are able to farm us down. That is insane how much that confusion is doing. The Psychic Feint does go through against our own Charjabug again. We're going to tank it, and then they have the Leo. Oh man, they end up having the ABA confusion users, and that is not great news for our Poliwrath. This Poliwrath here is only able to throw this Icy Wind at this point, and we're trying to get to another move. We get our energy clipped right there. They're going to throw this Trailblaze to take out our Charjabug, reboost their attack. So we need to take out this Orangaroo immediately. X-Scissor goes through, takes it out, and now we have to try to beat this Leo with our Charjabug, which is not going to happen because of these fire moves right here. Unfortunately, just a little bit of misalignment right here, but GG's to our opponents, and using some interesting teams as well. So props to them doing that. This is kind of an ABA team, electric, water, electric. So we're going to have to get some good leads here. But you can see we are running the Energy Ball Galvantula to potentially surprise some of these water users. Here, we're going to be met with a Tangrowth. This Tangrowth here is interesting because it's not necessarily the best counter to the Poliwrath, but you can see right here with the combination of these Icy Winds and the counters that we're using, this Tangrowth is going down very quickly. Double debuff at this point. We know that we can double shield here to flip the switch, so that's our plan. We're just gonna double shield and just counter through, and at least we have some energy to throw back at whatever comes in. They decided to use their Gastrodome here, and let's see if we can surprise them. We do get to this Energy Ball, and this Energy Ball is going to go through for a boom KO. So we do take out the Gastrodome with surprise. Our opponent here still has the Macargo, and we know that the Macargo has a good amount of energy here, so we're going to come in with our Charjabug to force them to use some energy. We know the Poliwrath has some energy. They go with the Stone Edge to almost take us out here. They are able to incinerate us down right there. We do luckily have a Scold save, and this is going to KO the Macargo, and boom, another KO right there by our Poliwrath. So GG's to our opponents, able to win that game with some interesting movesets with our Galvantula knowing Energy Ball for like these water types, and the Shadow Poliwrath getting to that Scold against the Macargo. Alright, Cradily here, kind of difficult to deal with. This is pretty decent against our two Bug Electric users. We're going to have to stay in for now. We're going to tank the Rock Slide. We're not going to allow them to farm us down, so we're going to switch out, and we get met with another counter. This Lantern here is going to be pretty brutal to take down. One Scold goes through, trying to get the debuff, no debuff. These counters are adding up, getting this Lantern into the yellow already. Do we decide to shield here? We do not. We were hoping that they were bait right there to allow us to get to another move, but they go for the Thunderbolt, and now we have no choice but to come in with our Charjabug to potentially try to get a lot of energy. Here, we're going to have to use our shield, so we're just going to shield here. It ends up being the Surf. Unfortunately, this Lantern is still quite tanky, able to get to another move here, unable to farm down completely. We have to tank this next Surf and hope for the best. Our opponent does end up having the Skeletor, so that was just really unfortunate lineup. They pretty much had an answer for every single Pokemon we had, no matter what street or what situation it was. We're just going to fight back with some Discharge. Discharge does get shielded, and then they're going to come back in with their Cradily. This Cradily here is going to be able to get to these rock slides quite easily. We do shield the first one, and then we're going to try to throw a Desperation Energy Ball here. How much does the Energy Ball? Okay, Energy Ball does roughly 30%, 35%. That's good to know for the future. So close to getting to another move here, but they are able to snipe our energy and take out our own Charjabug. So GG's to our opponent. Tough situation with that Cradillion showing up. The team kind of is centered around trying to bait out some water types so that our own Galvantula can go crazy. So here we have a great lead. They switch out into the Tentacruel. Tentacruel here is an interesting pick. We're going to have to save that Galvantula for that Poliwrath and then use our own Charjabug to take out potentially this Tentacruel. Here we're going to go for the discharge. This is going to get the KO or it's going to get the shield. Our opponent does end up shielding, so they really want this switch. So we're going to force them to use another shield here. They go for the acid spray, which is fine. And we're going to go for this X scissor right here. This is going to get the KO or get the last shield. We want shields down. Okay, we'll take that. We know that they have the Poliwrath still. So Poliwrath versus our Galvantula is going to be a struggle for them. Let's see what they have in the back. Okay, they bring in their Quagsire. So we're going to go for this energy ball immediately. This is the surprise. Boom, down goes the Quagsire. And now we have to deal with this Shadow Poliwrath with the shield and our own Poliwrath pretty healthy. So well played by us, throwing out the shield and then the Galvantula kind of going crazy with their surprise energy ball attack. All right, next game, let's see. We got the Jumpluff versus our Galvantula. So this is kind of a neutral matchup because we are going to be able to reach this lunge here to deep up their attack, but they can fight back with their potential acrobatics. You can see right there, the Jumpluff is quite tanky. The lunge only did about like 30%, 25%. We're going to show the first one here, and then we're going to get to another lunge. This lunge here will help us get this Jumpluff into the red if they allow it to go through. They do allow it to go through. Double debuff, so we're going to let this one go. Our opponent here, Acrobatics gets us into the red, so we do invest a shield just to have that situation play out. We're going to be able to get to this lunge first because we are at the energy advantage. They are going to be able to farm us down. Unfortunately, we had to let them farm us down. We didn't want to use our Poliwrath for... we didn't want to switch into our Charjabug. Here, we're going to tank the first debuffed X Scissor. We're going to try to get to another X Scissor here. Our opponent here does... Okay, they do get the X Scissor to go through. Or sorry, they end up getting their own Volt Switch to go through. And then we're going to try to get to this Discharge energy, but we're going to throw the X Scissor bait because they're probably going to shield. Okay. And then our opponent here ends up having to throw some energy back at our Poliwrath. This Poliwrath here is going to tank a Shadow Ball. They're going to be able to quickly get to another move here. Surf goes through to take out the Poliwrath, so we at least get the energy to go away. Our opponent here is able to get to another move. Unfortunately, this X Scissor is not going to be enough, and GG's to our opponent, unable to win that backline. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.